What's going on, family? You back in the lab with Avery Usher, man. This was sent to me probably about a couple of days ago, man. Life as a registered sex offender. A girl was saying it was tough to get a job. She said she cannot work for Airbnb cleaning service. She cannot volunteer at a church, which of course you shouldn't be. You can't be around kids. You're a sex offender. Let me say that. So it is a two video that I will be showing. One where she talk about where she can't get a job, and then the second one, I guess she tell you how she got on the registration sexual offender registered list. So we'll get into it like that. But yes, it gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult, man. Anytime you're a sex offender, and I don't feel sorry for sex offenders. Let me say that. Anytime you doing something egregious to kids or involved with kids or something like that, I have zero tolerance for your ass. I have zero empathy. I think you should be locked up. But let me just say that anytime you messing with children, Abru love the babies, bro. I be wanting to put hands on them. Now, I will crash out over the babies. I love kids, man. And kids are innocent. And they raised to be terrible kids when they're not disciplined in a line. So yeah, I don't agree. I could care less if you work or not. But let's get into it, man. I'm gonna let her tell her story because I'm a bit crashing out now.
My PO just told me I cannot work for an Airbnb cleaning. I hate to come on here looking so raggedy, but we gotta talk about this shit right now. Okay. My PO just told me I cannot work for an Airbnb cleaning service because I'm a registered sex offender. Then I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm finna volunteer at this church. Oh, you can't volunteer at a church. You're a registered sex offender. Oh, okay, I'm finna work for, okay, well, finally, let me get a job because, I don't want to get sent back to prison just because I'm poor. Oh, you can't do that? You can't make no money working no job. You a registered sex offender. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's a crazy intro. I know it is. Y'all gonna know how you ended up on the... If y'all want to know how I end up on the registration, just fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We're going balls to the wall with this shit. Because at this point, it's too many people on the fucking registration that don't belong. Period. I damn sure don't belong. Okay? And this shit is so fucking ridiculous. You don't even know the half of the shit. How ridiculous it is. And I'm speaking up for myself. So it is what it is.
All right, so I'm gonna play the second part, man. We're gonna get into it, and then y'all can make y'all determination in the comments. I will come back after the second part and give my commentary. I heard it already, and it is what it is at this point.
Okay, so how did I end up on the registration? Some of y'all are asking that question because y'all really want to know, but some of y'all minds is already made up. As we can see, y'all already Googled me and then took my charge and brought it into the comments. So it's kind of like y'all are asking me how I end up on the registration, but we know why I'm on the registration. Yes, we know why. Yeah, how I ended up there was because my lawyer wasn't shit. So let's just break it down to the nitty gritty of the situation. When I was 19 years old, I was being sex trafficked by this dude. He had other girls he was trafficking. Okay? So then whenever they caught us, I wasn't really on no like police shit. I wasn't on some shit like, oh yeah, I'm finna like be on some police shit. So when the police was asking me questions, I didn't answer the questions. So it looked at like I was guilty, or it looked at like I was in cahoots with him, or it looked at like me and him was together in on this or whatever. The girl on my case, yes, he was pimping both of us. Okay? When I went to court, the government decided they didn't give a fuck about that shit. Period. That's how I end up on the registration, because the government, the same way y'all formed y'all opinion already about it, don't even know shit about shit. All you know is, oh, you know my charge, and then you can see the age of the girl that's on my case. That's it. You saying, oh, at 19 years old, you're able to do this, you're able to do that. What are you able to do if you're What do you mean? What are you able to do if somebody is over you and you are scared for your fucking life? What the fuck is you talking about? And at the end of the day, it's really a female thing, and the majority of my hate is coming from the females. And you can tell you never been in a situation fucked up. You can tell you ain't never been sexually abused in your motherfucking life. You can tell that shit off rip, because your reaction wouldn't even be no shit like that. Oh yeah, her and the nigga was in cahoots. They was doing that to the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, cause you was there. Yeah.
So let me give my commentary to all the people out there has been sex trafficked, who has been SA'd. My heart go out to you. I couldn't imagine what a nightmare that has to be to go through that. And the person who did that to you all, I hope they rot in hell. I don't care who it is. Nobody should be trafficked. Nobody should be sexual assaulted. Nobody should be molested. None of that. Abel loved the children. And my heart go out to kids. So I'm going to give you my commentary on her story. All right. What I found holes in her story is she stated when the police caught them, she was being sex trafficked, I guess, with a pimp. And when the police caught them, she wasn't on no police mess. So she wasn't talking or cooperating with the police. Okay. So they assumed she was already guilty. This is my thing. If you didn't want to be set, I understand people like, well, you don't understand the mind control or the fear a person can have over you. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I could be ignorant to that. But one thing I do understand, if I don't want to be in a certain place or I don't want to be doing a certain thing and the law or the police is there, I'm going to tell on your ass. I'm not finna sit here and protect a person who's doing this to me. April, you don't understand the mind control that these people have, the physical violence they might inflict. Maybe I don't. Like I say, I might be ignorant to that. But I'm also a person that believes in standing up for yourself. The other girl told. So why didn't you be like, yes, that's what happened? To me, you was probably in cahoots with this pimp and trafficking these kids yourself. And now you want to act like, now you see it's hard. He gone or he ain't protecting you or taking care of you no more. And now you see it's hard out here. And now you coming out here saying, well, I don't deserve to be on the list. Well, if you partake in this mess and didn't fight against it and didn't tell on him or rat on him or whatever y'all young people call it these days, and you went along with him because you want to know police mess. Yeah, I did the double air quotes here. Well, you get what you get, man. I don't feel sorry for you. I'm just being honest with you. The other girl told, and you went to prison. She went home. So it is what it is at that particular point, man. I could care less about if you can't get a job. I could care less about any sex offender. I'm sure some might have ended up on the sexual register list if like you was 19 and the person you had sex with was 17, and this like the state of Georgia, I remember had some crazy laws where anything under 18, you was a sex offender. If you 19, your girlfriend was 17 and y'all had sex and stuff like that or whatever. But the law is the law. At the end of the day, even in that particular case, 19 and 17, the law is the law, man. And it is what it is at that particular point. The links to these videos will be in the description box, man. You can like, share, subscribe to the channel. This was a heavy topic for me because I can't stand nobody messing with the baby. So until next time, shalom, everybody.